guys feel it too. If you're watching this video. Portal opening, like hard to speak. Hi there. So today I'm going to talk to you about light portals, and let's start at the basics. What even is a light portal? Well, let's start even more basic. We're all made up of light and dark energy, and there's a varying degree of both within us and within our universe and with everything that we interact with. Maybe you've been around someone who is super light, and by that I mean they elevate themselves and others around them. Every time you're around them, you feel great, you feel happy, you feel joyous. You actually love to be around this person, and you're not really sure why. There's an energetic lightness, frequency around them. They're carrying those higher frequencies, those of love, of gratitude, positive emotions. On the opposite end are the dark sides that we all carry. Some people can carry more than others and can get stuck in the darkness, and maybe you've been around that person that's always negative, pessimistic, thinks of the kind of more dark sides of things and has a lot of unfortunate things happening to them. So they have a lot more dark than they do light. We all have our innate ability, I believe, to channel lightness, to channel darkness. Some of us come in with more darkness than others, and we have to heal that darkness, whatever it may be, a trauma, a belief, a pattern. Once you're able to do that, you have an expansive capacity and you can hold light. You can see things from a higher perspective. You can be more present. You can even share light with others because you have so much to give. My experience with the light portal is kind of related to that, in that I have been working on myself, doing lots of healings, lots of spiritual advancement, and even got to a place where I could hold enough capacity of light just for me, but also for others. And then I was messaged to do this light portal work. I wasn't exactly sure what it would be, but I knew that my capacity, my own healing abilities on myself had been great, on others, and then my ability to hold light has grown significantly. All right, so the most recent light portal I was instructed to open up came through a strong message through 3 goddesses that I work with. The first goddess I've actually met early on in my spiritual journey. Many years ago, she and I have been working together for a while. Met her through a shamanic journey, which means to alter your consciousness through the use of a sonic driver, in this case a drum. So a specific drum beat cadence will change your consciousness and allow you to travel to the spirit realm. And this is pretty easy for me. It's something I've been doing my whole life and not knowing, and then recently I discovered what it was. And it's something we all have the capacity to do as humans. Many of us go into a trance state just scrolling through Instagram, or we daydream, same thing. This is very conscious and specific. So I had the specific intention of meeting a guide. I met her. She's a phenomenal goddess that's been praised through every kind of earthly time period. And she's the goddess of earth, sea, and sky. Her name is Hecate, and I know she has a lot of devotees, and I've met them throughout my time, which is really cool. So I was journeying to her when I first met her every night for months and months, and building that relationship and understanding her signature and her energy. And she gave me a lot of messages. At that time, I was going through lots of life transition, and it was beautiful to have this spiritual guide providing me with messages and answers, and support really is what it felt like. So I got to know her energetic signature very well, and I could feel her presence whenever she's around. It's really cool. She shows up for me in the form of birds as well too. So I look for those messages. She's also the goddess that oversees doorways. Physically in homes, like in ancient Athens, people would celebrate her and ask for her protection by putting an image or something related to Hecate over their doorways. But it's also doorways into worlds, and she has this association with the dead. She's a great facilitator into this reality and others for me. The other 2 goddesses are more recent. I met them in December of 2020 during a very strong cosmic graduation and initiation that I was going through. And one is a priestess from a Native American tribe that I connect with, and she reminded me of my healing abilities and my healing skills. She came forth at that time to really push me deeper into those skills. And the third goddess that I work with is Isis. She's the strong, fierce Egyptian goddess, and she governs over the skies and the natural world. Incredibly magical, incredibly powerful. Some say she has power over fate itself, so she's controlling fate. She's that amazing. I wouldn't doubt it. Those three powerhouses showed up during my light portal opening. I engaged with it in a cool way. They gave me instructions a little bit before, and then during the actual ceremony, they were guiding me through it. So I felt very safe. But basically, it's just opening up myself to be a conduit for more light on the planet is how I see a light portal. So it's me expanding my capacity to hold light and then sharing that out with the planet. And in the video you're about to see, with the entire solar system, it's like it expanded. So at first I was just doing like my little community, my people I know, then my like state, and then the globe, and now the solar system. So it feels like a really cool public service that I have been gifted with, and that's why I'm, sharing this with you. So right now I'm just preparing. I can already feel a lot of energy coming in through my body physically. So for me, I am very kinesthetic. So I feel everything, not just my own emotions and energies, but other people's, as well as the light that I'm channeling in. So already it's starting to pick up. What I'm gonna do is just uncross my legs. Spine is from the base all the way to the crown is very tall and long, so that I can effectively channel the energy throughout my entire body. I take a few breaths, so in and out through my nose. So on the inhales, I'm inflating my belly, ribs, and chest. Exhale, I'm contracting chest, ribs, finally my belly. I'm gonna do that 5 times. I'm just really focused on the here and now and what my body is doing here and now. So I'm gonna imagine my feet grounding deep into the core of the earth, growing little roots down into the center of the earth. That keeps me connected and grounded and stable. And then I'm going to trace the energy that's coming from the earth up through my feet, up through my legs, through my core, through my chest, through my neck, through my head, shooting up at the top of my head into the sun is what I connect to. So that's a really potent energy for me. Great, so now I feel connected to the earth and the sun. And I'm going to call in my guides that I work with. I work with 3 goddesses. There's one in particular that I'm going to call in who has messaged me about this portal in particular. She's a priestess, okay, I can tell you that. And then I'm going to call in my other guides that I work with regularly to be protection for me and to provide me guidance and strength and also clarity. I'm just a channel here. I'm not putting myself in here. I'm just the vehicle. Ooh, okay, so I feel the light portal opening. It's providing a lot of energy through the crown of my head. It's like hard to speak. So I'm adjusting to this amount, this frequency. It's a lot. It's making me a little sick to my stomach. So I keep breathing through it. I'm letting it enter through my spinal column into my heart right now. My heart can hold this frequency. So I'm gonna let it sit here for a minute. It's kind of like I opened up the door. Now that light is coming in through my crown, down to my heart. It's kind of filling up my heart. I can feel it kind of like expanding my chest forward. There's a lot of background noise, sorry. Now I'm gonna use my heart as a portal to share this light with the planet. First, I'm gonna share this light with everyone that I know personally. It's in my community, that I touch, that I talk to, that I connect with regularly. I want them to feel this beautiful light right now. Hopefully you guys feel it too if you're watching this video. I'm gonna spread it to where I'm immediately parked to this community, this city, the region, spreading north through the entire state of California where I am. That sound kind of disconnected me, so I'm just reconnecting back into that portal. I just use my breath to do it, and I intend to reconnect. Very good, we're back. And I'm going to spread that light throughout the entire nation, United States. Spread it through all of our neighboring countries, across oceans, across the globe. This frequency is really powerful. It's kind of making my body move back and forth. I continue to project that up through my heart. I'm envisioning the whole globe covered in light right now. And I'm being called to spread this throughout our solar system. We're not alone here. We're just one planet, part of a collective in our solar system. Yeah, that feels really good. So I'm doing that. It feels really good. I'm just picturing in my mind the entire solar system covered in this light coming from my heart. Since I'm a human on planet Earth, you know, that's kind of my limitation in many ways. I can go beyond this solar system, but I'm gonna just stick to this one today. Okay, great. So I feel that I'm done, and the way I feel that is my body stopped moving. Kind of got a message about, okay, time to close it up, or at least close myself off. So what I do to end is I imagine closing the portal on the crown of my head, because that's the access point. So the light portal is going to stay open for our planet and for our solar system. We want continued light to be spread. But I just closed myself. I actually harvested a little bit of that power for myself too. I kept it in my heart so that I can stay powered up as well. Not in a greedy way, just enough. And I'm going to re-engage with that connection through my feet to the earth. Picturing the center of the earth and all these little roots from my feet going down into her. And that stabilizes me. I have my hands on my knees right now for more stability. The queasiness in my stomach is gone. Okay, so that was it. Pretty short and sweet for me. But I feel like I have been through a lot because it's a lot of energy flowing through my body. So I hope this is informative and helpful. I hope you leave comments and questions. And if you're called and you feel ready, I hope you try it too.